How are you, my dear loquillos? How are you? Really excited about this first conference talking in English. I'm a little nervous about my accent. I hope you don't get too lousy about my accent. But well, today it's our very first conference in English. I'm really glad to introduce to you one big friend. We are friends since we were on kindergarten, and that's true. We met each other in kindergarten. So he's in at Austin, Texas, and he's one of a kind. He got this brand new project called Neopangea. Okay, so here on in Inside Masters, Bruno Reynozzo is coming at the digital scenario. How are you, Bruno?
Hey, Billy, doing great. How about you? Seeing all the lives, all the guys are doing a great job right now. Entonces, está genial todo.
Yeah, this is for practicing, okay? Todos nos van a poder escuchar tanto en español como en inglés. Ok, entonces no se me pongan nerviosos. Aquí Bruno sí habla español, así que nos podemos entender.
Así es, de hecho, somos mexicanos, pero estamos invitando conferencistas de otros países. Están entrando por Global Marketing Association, entonces vamos a tornear un poco al inglés para ubicarnos más con ellos también. Igual los procesos de Collective Intelligence, de los que vamos a estar hablando ahorita, pues mucho es Norteamérica, Europa y procesos de BCG, Boston Consulting Group y, bueno, firmas que trabajan principalmente en inglés. Entonces es muy importante tener la práctica del inglés aquí. En estos están ya un poquito más avanzados.
In fact, Boston Consulting Group, it's a big business there in the United States. So let's talk about collective intelligence. Tell us more about Neopangea, my friend. Tell us more about that. And say hi to Arturo.
Neopangea is my non-profit organization, and I'm trying to fix human existence on Earth, right? That's something we all want, to just coexist. So the main thing down here is to achieve these collective intelligence protocols through just listening everyone. That's it. Yeah, that's collective intelligence. It's about understanding more and more people, right? And
it's about
when you understand them, you understand, you start to grow that mindset from a lot of minds, and you start to understand more about whatever you want to do, right? And that's collective intelligence, and that's what we're going to be talking about now. That's it.
Okay, well, this is the first time that I tell this in English, but may the marketing be with you, my dear friend. Okay, that sounds cool. May the marketing be with you, and the scenario is all yours. I'm at backstage, and if anything comes out, I'll be right there. Okay, so
you're much better. Thank you, Master. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a little presentation. So let me share my screen. So here we go. Well, right now that's my logo. That's Neopangea's logo. Those little dots are a symbol for collective intelligence, the hexagon. It's talking about the same thing. How can we fix and make everything together in just one big mindset? So collective intelligence is a result of a group of individuals acting together in ways that seem intelligent. What does this mean? It means we are working on the same thing, and we realize that we are fixing our mindset on the same path, on the same goal. It's like the main vision of corporates, right? Whenever everyone thinks the same thing, everyone is connected, everyone knows what the corporate wants, we all work together and we start building systems. We start building protocols. We start building endo marketing strategies to have better teamwork processes. So whenever we get to work these kind of things with more and more and more and more people, we go to need more data. We get to have metrics. So this is some advanced things that systems like SAP Business or Boston Consulting Group are using in order to measure how a big corporate works out that thing. Okay, so the more the people think the same, the more advanced or the better the protocols of collective intelligence get. So in this case, I'm gonna start talking about mindfulness because that's the mindfulness is what we are working out as a team. We get to the right mindset, we get to the perfect vision. It's like the people hunting mammoths, right? They start realizing that if they fight, they don't need to fight alone. They can fight together. They can build a team. They are thinking on the same thing. They move the same way. They attack. They get together. They organize themselves in order to, instead of just being one guy against one big mammoth, now it's three, four, five guys against that one. They can share the food and they start building teamwork, right? So since that age, we started to know about collective intelligence and how our mindfulness can work out together in order to get to these kind of things. So this mindful practice improves collective intelligence, right? Whenever we get to work together, we start working out the numbers, we start working out performance, we get to overcome and get to a better level of high performance. So that's our goal here, everywhere, in our house, in our work, in our corporates, global strategies, governments. We are all looking for that to improve, right? So the best way to improve performance, it's collective intelligence, because we cannot improve performance by ourselves. We need to work together. We need to work out the numbers together and we working as a team. So in this scenario, we are checking on the metrics, right? We are already working on a team, but what's the main reason? What's the influence? What's the problems? What are we gonna measure, right? So there are some systems like SAP Business or just the metrics that you use on corporates, like more reasoning, creativity, output optimization, judgment, right? When we measure that moral reasoning, we test our employees to check how they're feeling, the creativity, right? To see what's new ideas coming for the job, optimization processes, right? When we start playing mindfulness programs on corporations or even in an individual way, we upgrade. There are upgrades. Whenever we start applying collective intelligence on our lives, on our works, on our jobs, on our systems, that we upgrade, right? So this is a measure from Boston Consulting Group. That's how they do it, right? So there's three steps applying mindfulness, and it's training, teams, and metrics. I call them team, right? TTM, team. It's a team. It's training, teams, and metrics. So first, we need training for mindfulness. We need to check on the vision of the main corporate, like everything getting to a simplicity process where everyone will be thinking about the same thing. That we are all going to be redirected, right? We want the whole team to have the same vision, right? That's how you start building them. When you get into a corporate, in a big enterprise, and you start even with any job on it, you get to be trained. And the first thing they tell you, well, this is a mission, and this is a vision on the enterprise. And we say like, yeah, I can just learn that and check on that later, right? Because I already saw that on the school, so it's so boring. But no, it's not boring. It's the main thing. It's what moves the strings out of the simplicity process to build a collective intelligence structure, and that builds teams, right? And when we have teams, it's more people. So me as an individual, I cannot just analyze one. I can do analyze one guy or two guys or 10 guys, maybe 20 guys. I can know them. I can check on their numbers. I can know how they feel, what's their work, how they work. But what happens when we have 50, 100, 1,000, 10,000? Well, those teams start to measure, start to throw metrics. Because it's a lot of numbers, a lot of people. So we need to measure them with metrics. And that's called big data. That's what big data is about. It's a collective intelligence in numbers, in structure. It's the data of the collective intelligence. So when we analyze that, when we analyze those big metrics, a lot of metrics, we can build collective intelligence systems. And this needs three things in order to get built. One is the addition, adding more humans into the system and adding more machines into the system, and adding more process, more protocols, more metrics. It gets more specific code. That's how we start building out this collective intelligence process. Then, the improvement is when we fix all the little details, when we think and how to upgrade and how to build better systems and how to apply cybersecurity involved, right? When we start using SAP Business not only just for numbers and customers, but for improvement on the people and the end of marketing and how they're running the system, how we're going to change protocols and get new things, right? And create new connections. Because now it's a human machine collaboration. That's how artificial intelligence is built, right? That's how we build artificial intelligence. When the automatization of the system create algorithms. Right? What's an algorithm? It's a response when the machine answer our questions. They analyze by itself, right? They have command if. For those designers, they know what command if. So that's the main thing in here. The connection is common if. So if this happen, if this is a metric, then the solution will be this. It throws that information on anything we're gonna analyze. So addition, improvement, and connection, that creates systems. It's making machine help humans, right? It's making humans help machines. If we have a phone, we can use Google, and the machine is helping us. But the phone is useless if we don't use it, right? Just the machine is down there, it's settled down. But when we work together, we start building artificial intelligence and collective intelligence mixed with the whole of them, right? That's what we do building those kind of systems. So after we start taking all this information, all these systems, all this analyzing, all these metrics, we start upgrading and upgrading. And that can be personal, corporate, right? Because maybe we are not going to use a big system to analyze what we do on daily, but we have one big system called Brain, and that it's fitted with the information and the data that you are living every day. That's wellness and awareness of your own world and mindset that we are talking about. That's collective intelligence building as a human, but the way machines does. So machines do. Sorry. So in here we have the systems that MIT Collective Intelligence Department works at. Right. So they are designing collectively intelligent systems in a design lab. Right? creating new examples of collective intelligence, like a climate collab, a laboratorium supporting large-scale and liberal deliberation. They're studying collective intelligence in today's organizations, sensible organizations, collaborative innovation networks, and developing theories of collective intelligence, measuring collective intelligence and the genome of the collective intelligence. What they are doing here is taking all the big data, right? Making alliances with corporates, with all consulting firms, which all of them they have big data. And this big data is about government structure, about people system, about insights like marketing, and that's where we come now. Because you're gonna say like, hey, Bruno is talking about a lot of difficult things or numbers and robots and artificial intelligence. That sounds crazy. Yeah, but we just want marketing and advertising. No, well, we want the best marketing and advertising. We need to know how the world works, and that's what these guys are doing. That's what they are building up. New artificial intelligence systems that tell us what people want, what are we gonna do, what's the path, what's the way. Because now these kind of systems are gonna be used internationally, globally for global procedures, global protocols, like for sustainable development goals. That's something we are talking about in Neopanja, working now really hard to measure all of this and work together with a lot of teams like MIT. I'm part of MIT's whole team. It's an independent area that they support entrepreneurs with big projects like this, and it's a really good opportunity and chance. If you want to join, just send me a text and send me an inbox on my website. I'm a pro bono consultant. Pro bono means free, so all about collective intelligence, corporate social responsibility, or high performance. You can just come here, and we will talk about that and how to help you on that. So this is MIT, the Center for Collective Intelligence. That's the main guys that are doing this worldwide. They are checking on the biggest big data structures and processes, and well, it's a really smart team. Is now making alliances with a lot of people down there, and this thing is getting worldwide, and it's a result, and it's an answer for what's the next marketing. What's the next marketing? It's like the name of the organization is helping us inside masters to achieve this. The next marketing is global marketing. Global Marketing Association is pushing us into this. MIT is pushing us into this. World Economic Forum is pushing us into this. Neopanja is pushing us into this. Bruno is also pushing us into this. So whenever you apply this to your daily life, you start worrying about the small things. You start worrying about your personal problems. You start worrying about what's really happening out there. And your life changed for sure. That's something I can tell you. Your life changed totally for sure. So right now I would like to see if there's some questions from Billy, from the people on the live, and check uh, how will you use collective intelligence? How do you think you can use collective intelligence in your systems? And you believe you can be part of a global system? You believe you can be part of the collective? We are working right now as airlings on Earth. Everything that happens now, digitally and now also physically, it's influencing our lives every day. Every day we are trying to work for something that we don't know sometimes. Why do we do it? What's happening out there, right? And every time, all the global problems become everybody's problems. That's what we talk about a lot in the World Economic Forum. It's we are all involved. It's our footprint. It's our footprint, that the footprint we are living. the footprint. Every time you buy something, every time you build something, every time you create something or destroy something, the, a lot of people get affected. A lot of people get affected. That's corporate social responsibility about. And that's the main thing on market. Because if you want to build up, you want to get bigger, you want to go to more things, you want more money, you just need more people involved. If you want more sponsors, more brands, you need to understand them. That's collective intelligence. And then how to apply it responsible way. That's corporate social responsibility. And corporate social responsibility is collective intelligence based. And the better the collective intelligence protocols and processes, the farther and the stronger you get and you go and you go. So that's it for now. I would like to. There are some questions out there.
Some questions, my friend.
Hmm.
Are you nervous, my friend?
Yeah, always.
You
I
went
mean,
you went
we're
really
getting
quickly
global,
this
man,
time.
and these kind of topics are really important. So I'm always nervous because it's something really important for me to for the people to understand where we are living and how can we achieve goals together on this project called Earth. So yeah.
Sure, we are all nervous. I'm nervous. Everyone want to make funny about my accent. That's for sure. And now we got some questions. Okay, the first two, we were getting troubles with the Facebook groups. So I'm going to read some questions from the groups, and Arturo want you to explain more about the concept of endomarketing a little bit more, please. What's endomarketing? What's for you endomarketing? What means
Super.
endomarketing?
Well, endo means in, adentro, inside. Marketing, it's it's what we are living right now in this Congress, right? So we have two clients. When we have a business, we have two clients. The actual clients that goes and they buy your things and they put money on your business and make it grow, and los clientes internos, inside clients. That's in the marketing. The marketing is based on creating the best processes and the best structure and collective intelligence process. Everyone understand each other inside the corporate in order to get better, to upgrade, right? Because the people feel stressed because some work less than others. Or the people feel sad because they are not heard from their bosses or the corporate or anyone, right? So taking care of these people, taking care of what they need emotionally, physically, timing, money, anything they need. That's in the market to make, because the main thing to build a correct or a powerful collective intelligence process or protocol is to have a vision, right? So everyone has the same vision. So whenever you have a vision, everyone will thinking about the same thing. That's teamwork, yeah, right? We're gonna be like a pyramid, boom, and right at the top, it's the main vision. But in order to get to that point, they all have needs, and they all think about a lot of things in their lives, in their personal lives. So it's like, I don't care about your vision, man. I mean, I have problems in my family, and I just came here to do the work, and that's it. I don't care about your vision or the CEO's vision or his dreams. I don't know, but still, he's doing the work, and doing the work means he is not accomplishing his biggest dream. He's enslaving himself in order to achieve the CEO's biggest dream. And not only him, but 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 110,000 people. So in the marketing is caring about them. It's caring about those people working to achieve your biggest dream, you CEO. And managers, it's people working for you so you can build up your path on that career. And supervisors, it's employees working so you can learn more about the business and become a manager after. So in the marketing, it's taking care of the people, right? mainly from the top to the bottom. So whenever you achieve that, then bottom start to caring about the top because they say, "Hey, I like this job, man, and I like this corporate. I don't know, I feel comfortable." And you know what? They give me thingies, me dan cosas y me siento cómodo. I feel comfortable, and I like it. I like this brand. I like working here in Google, working here at Facebook. It's so cool. I believe in this, and that's in the market.
Yeah, well, what you mean, and Arturo, it's saying this. Our first target should be our own people, and sometimes are forgotten. Thank you, my friend, and that's for
Yeah.
sure. Here in Mexico, and
Thank you, Arturo.
maybe, and
Great
and
question.
and maybe everyone in Latam, this is what we call ponerte la playera. No, and the marketing, it's about taking care of your team, taking care of their business, taking care about their lives. Being paid doesn't mean that your problems are solved. That's right.
Yeah.
And well, same Arturo. It's asking. Can you? Well, I think that's the same question, but I will do a complementary question. We were talking about the BCG matrix. Okay, this BCG matrix is really famous here in Mexico. Maybe everyone that
Yeah.
goes to the marketing career knows the BCG, the Boston Consulting Group matrix. So, are you talking about this matrix, and do you work constantly with this matrix there in the USA or worldwide?
Well, yeah, I used to, but now that's getting old. Now BCG is focused on simplicity. Simplicity is just going to the ambition and take all the routes, take all the areas, take everyone together and build collective intelligence protocols and processes to analyze what's happening in the whole corporate, not just the old BCG matrix, which we still use it as a natural way, like humans working. We still use it, right? It's something we cannot avoid. It's natural. But now it's becoming digital. Now it's numbers. Now it's metrics. Now there's a lot of people. Now we all are working together. Now, if there's an advertising, you can get worldwide advertising like this. You can get global in seconds. You just pay a little money of your Facebook ads or Instagram ads or social media or your SEO, like all the things that we do digitally, they can get global immediately. So the new collective intelligence, it's understanding that. And the Boston metrics, it's still on, but now it upgraded because we just upgraded everyone, and that's what we are living right now. An
Sure,
upgrade.
that's where we were talking about yesterday. Old fashioned metrics, old fashioned tools,
Yeah.
old fashioned words about marketing. We we are used we are getting used to using these tools in school or at school. No, we need to evolve.
That's right.
USA, Asian, Europeans, they are using FODA, they are using BCG, but at different level. They call this like a 3D BCG matrix, no? Because you
Yeah.
go international. The only fact that you are in Facebook, you are in internet, that means that you are going worldwide. That's why this is really important for you, my dear friends. You need to practice a little more. I don't know how to speak in English fully. I'm not full English, but I'm not afraid to talk, to speak, to
And
be with
you're doing
another.
great with
I'm
those,
not
like,
afraid, no. And you, my friends, need to go out there and practice this. Okay, that's
yeah.
why we took some people from Asia and from the United States for you to practice. Okay, so this talk was interesting because It's a challenge for you, my dear friends in Mexico, in Peru, in Bolivia, in Argentina. It's the challenge. Are you understanding everything that Bruno said? Next question. That this is for you, my friend. How end marketing could make our businesses even greater? How can end marketing can do this?
When people is happy, they work better. That's it. It's not that hard. I mean, just we just need to make people happy. We don't need to push them, our our people, our employees, into love our corporate. No, we need to see what they need and why are they are not in their highest level skills. What's wrong? What's happening? We need more challenging jobs. We need to upgrade the salaries, or maybe it's not about money. Maybe they just have personal problems, and we are not caring about that. And if we help them solve that, they will feel better. Or maybe they just need a better environment, right? So whenever they feel better, everyone, they start working better. They start just working better. I mean, when I feel good, I work better. I can just singing and doing whatever I want. Like, I don't know, you just flow, right? You just flow because you're feeling fine. That's a mindfulness we are looking for wellness and awareness on your own goals or corporate goals, whatever. But it's just making people feel better, upgrade themselves, and what happens with that?
Google
Everything
is one of
becomes
these
better.
brands that it's working well within the marketing.
I'm sorry, what?
Google is one of these brands that are working well with within the marketing, or
Yeah,
what kind of
I love their in the marketing. I mean, everyone feels free, and there's no like pressures on the goals. They just tell you, okay, you gotta do this, and whatever you want to do it, however, just do it, and that makes you feel like okay, I don't have the pressure of doing it. I just want to do it, and I want to do it better than everyone else because it's Google, man. I'm working at Google. It's the best thing, it's the best workplace. That the same thing happened in Facebook, in AT&T, you know, a lot of corporates that are global, that are big. They start caring about this because they see their metrics. They see the measures on the metrics. It's the people. They are
sure, we are sensitive about people, right? We
yeah.
were talking about a few years ago that marketing goes from 4 P's to 5 P's. We are evolving, and this fifth P in marketing, it's people. And if we take care about our people, the people will take care about us as a brands.
That's right.
Worldwide brands feel, or we can sense them real big because they are like the base founded on people, not the brand. It's always backwards. People first, then brand. And in Mexico and in other countries around Latam, we can find brands taking about taking care about themselves first, then people. That's the big mistake we are taking in
Yeah.
Latam. And another question. In USA and in the other countries that you were living, because you were living in Canada, you were living in Europe. Where would you stay in Europe?
No, not yet. Just I've been working
Just
only
Canada,
U.S., Latin America, Brazil, Colombia, here, Mexico.
Colombia.
But yeah, I mean, like physically, just myself though, on all those countries, but
But
digitally,
you got
just
clients in Asia
worldwide.
and Europe.
Yeah, that's digitally. I have customers from pro bono and from not pro bono, from Asia, Europe, Australia, whole America, yeah, from everywhere. So yeah,
And that's really great. You went global in a year, maybe 2 years, and you are
yeah,
doing great
and
job there.
you know,
Okay.
I just started just like talking with the people. it's not that hard. It's not something unachievable. Es algo que todos podemos hacer. Solo hablar con los demás. Just talk with everyone else and trying to understand their minds. That's collective intelligence building. You
Exacto.
understand different minds, like American minds, Asian minds, African minds, European minds, and then you start learning more things, and that's it. It's not that fancy, it's nothing hard or difficult. You just get connected with more people worldwide. And
Exactly.
after that, you just start flowing, and everything goes faster and faster and faster, and it's like non stopping that.
Esto está hermoso porque seguramente ahorita los que nos están viendo probablemente están como de, ay, estos se sienten fancies, ¿no? O sea, están presumiendo. No, amigos, no, no, no. De hecho, y ahorita lo comentaba, este es parte de un reto, ¿no? O sea, es un reto personal. Si este Bruno está teniendo clientes alrededor del mundo, es justamente porque se atreve a hablar inglés, se atreve a agarrar y decir, oye, mira, me vale mi acento, me vale cómo pronuncie, yo voy a conectar con gente, yo voy a crecer y el crecer, pues muchas veces, y hasta podemos hacer una analogía, o sea, que hay cangrejos, hay langostas que están totalmente incómodas en su caparazón, crecen, dejan el caparazón y se van a otro lado. Entonces, el mexicano, el colombiano, el boliviano, el peruano, o sea, todos los que nos pueden estar viendo esto aquí en vivo, en repetición, amigos, atrévanse a más. O sea, simple y sencillamente no somos buenos mercadólogos diciendo, yo estoy haciendo campañas 360 porque quiero crear awareness con mi gente. No, you got to improve. You got to achieve more goals that your main market needs. You can be on Asia, on Europe, on Australia. You can be anywhere you want, but you need to go faster and go. I think maybe special. I don't know. Ese sí voy a hacerlo en español. Tienes que ir mucho más enfocado, more focused. That's the word. You need to be more focused on what you want. You want more money? Bruno, tell that. Bruno just say that. Bruno said, if you want more money, you need more connections. These connections means more people. So just don't try to say infrastructure like Peña Baby, nuestro Peña Bebé. Amigo, ahora algo en español. ¿Qué tan digo?
Y sabes
Eres.
que aparte el inglés no es como para saber más. Si en Google, si tú googleas inteligencia colectiva, no te va a salir lo mismo que si pones collective intelligence. Realmente las personas que hablan inglés no es porque quieran sentirse más o algo, sino porque lo que está pasando a nivel global es global y hay muchos países. Entonces nosotros hablamos español, pero hay otras personas que hablan en muchos otros idiomas y la manera más común de comunicarse, la que se utiliza en la ONU, en el Foro Económico Mundial, en la Asociación Global de Marketing, como lo estamos viendo, es inglés, para poderse comunicar de una manera más neutral. Yo en mi proyecto Neopangia, o Neopangia, lo estoy haciendo todo en inglés, que es la manera más neutra de comunicarse con más países, ¿no? O sea, puedo aprender francés, italiano, japonés, ruso, árabe, pero el inglés es lo más neutral que conoce cualquier persona de cualquier país. Entonces, es una manera de comunicarse con los terrícolas, si lo quieres ver así, con todo el planeta, más sencilla, ¿no? Y sí.
Sí, exacto, y dice por acá, pues el inglés de loquillo, you rock, guys. Sí, o sea, de verdad, nosotros no estamos presumiendo, no es el afán, al contrario, que vean que es posible. En algún momento me puse la máscara para mostrar que no importaba la persona que fueras, simple y sencillamente podía ser como el güey que estaba ahí enfrente dando una conferencia, impulsarte, y yo creo que este era un momento idóneo, ¿no? Estamos viviendo en medio de una pandemia, el internet nos está haciendo totalmente globales. Chicos, el mercado no nada más existe en sus 10 cuadras y después no es que ya me fui a la ciudad y es que estoy hablando en toda Latinoamérica, no, el mundo es mucho más grande, ¿ok? Entonces, estas conferencias son para retarlos, para que digan, oye, ¿sabes qué? el loquillo está hablando mal, hablo mejor yo. Está perfecto, está perfecto. O sea, aquí tal cual no son competencias. Es si Bruno, porque eso que acabo de decir es muy real. Bruno ha estado en Canadá y tiene fotos ahí en las cataratas del Niágara increíbles y ha estado en Estados Unidos en bastantes partes y tiene amigos por todo el mundo. O sea, le está armando increíble Bruno. También tiene un libro que se llama Feliz, chingón y con dinero. Increíble, increíble. Esperamos ahí la segunda edición, amigo. Pero realmente, o sea, es de esas personas que se atreven a hacer las cosas. Ahorita no sé por qué se haya roto la mano, pero seguramente hizo alguna locura, ¿no? Entonces, fíjense, acá dicen que nos estamos ayudando a practicar. That's exactly why we are talking in English. This is the first keynote that we are making in English. We got two more. One tells about this guy. He's from. We got Elizabeth Ho, and we got
Mm-hmm.
this other guy.
Team
Who's
Forest.
him?
Team Forest. Team Forest is the main head in the whole U.S. for food systems. Right? He builds, and he works out, and he checks on trillionaire business protocols and systems. He's a main figure down here in the U.S. He has worked for big brands. He's gonna tell you more about when he comes, and you guys are gonna love him. Va a venir, es un conferencista muy fuerte, y no solo es conferencista, es un consultor real que trabaja procesos alimenticios en todo Estados Unidos, y el simplemente hecho de escucharlo unos minutos les va a abrir toda la mente a cómo generar apertura en mercados de Estados Unidos y globales. En cuanto toques Estados Unidos es más fácil hacerte global, porque te das cuenta que todo es lo mismo. El sueño americano no es real, es lo mismo, es el mismo planeta, estamos viviendo en el mismo lugar y se hace lo mismo allá que acá. Lo que cambia es los dólares, los sistemas, y que van más avanzados, pero son lo mismo, que aplican los mismos sistemas allá, todo se repite, y estamos yendo a eso, a una sincronía. Y de hecho, en esta palabra sincronía, quisiera dejarles una tarea para que vean la comparación entre inglés y español a nivel marketing, que googlean hiperconectividad y luego googlean hyperconnectivity. Van a encontrar cosas totalmente diferentes. Todo esas dos palabras o esa palabra es acerca de todo lo que acabamos de ver. Facebook es hyperconnectivity. Es hiperconectividad, es conectividad de todo el mundo, así, digital. Estamos ya conectados. Si vemos un video que se hace viral, eso es hiperconectividad. That's hyperconnectivity. Entonces, en español van a encontrar muchas páginas que hablan de ello, pero en inglés van a encontrar páginas avanzadas de consultoría y procesos que dicen, oye, pero googleé la misma palabra. ¿No? Entonces, como ejercicio, ¿no? Y todo esto, también Tim es un genio increíble, la verdad. A mí, cuando me contaba todo su trabajo y su experiencia, yo me quedaba asombrado, igual que Elizabeth Moore. Ella es personal branding a nivel internacional, y con que entren a sus redes sociales, ven, se quedan así, es nivel TEDx. Entonces, yeah.
Elizabeth Ho, it's a brand consulting from Image. And she's working with the biggest Hollywood stars. She's working with the biggest CEOs around Asia. She's working with some people in Australia, and she is one of a kind. So they are two guests. They are two more guests here in Inside Masters. And if you're practicing with us, this is the first time. Bruno, I'm really glad that you were here. I'm really glad that I'm thankful about you get us some space on your schedule, and maybe we will see you again at Inside Masters next year.
Yeah, for sure. All of us.
Some final message that you get for our audience. All yours.
Collective intelligence, it's something that will change your life if you understand it and apply it for your life or business. Because you stop thinking about yourself. You stop thinking about as an individual, and your whole life becomes a collective. Everything you do, everything you say, everywhere you go, you start just measuring as data. You learn more from people. So if you have problem with someone and you realize what's the solution, you start focus on just finding more solutions and more and more and more and more, just feeding from the whole world. That's collective intelligence. What is good for you, and if you apply that on corporates, well, you start going bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I just wish you guys a lot of success on this, and to start checking and studying on what's collective intelligence, so we can all be a big collective as we should. That's new Pangea.
That's a big dream, my friend. That's a big
Yeah.
dream, and I think you can achieve it. It's like wanting or wondering about people getting united. That's a song about that. Imagine all the people getting all together,
Yeah, I know, right?
and that's your dream. We all know that. Imagine from John Lennon and the Beatles. Imagine all the people, and sure, it's glad to hear you. Gracias por tu charla. Thank you for everything.
Muchos saludos, Arturo. También.
And okay, let me finish this officially. The last message from the Mister to you. It's may the marketing be with you always.
Yeah.
See you next time, my friend, and take care about your arm. That's gonna be powerful from some days.
Yeah.
Okay, my
I remember
friend.
a friend you said once that because we've been friends for a long, like since we're kids, man. And I remember you said you don't do marketing, you are marketing, right?
We are marketing, no,
Yeah,
and that's
I love that.
that's it's a big true. We were friends, and we didn't know that we were friends on kindergarten. We got a
Yeah,
photo that we are together, well,
since
separated
like
by
we were
two
like
or
10
four
years.
kids. But this photo has maybe 25 years old. I don't know. We were kids and really tiny kids. We were
Yeah, that
kiddos.
was crazy, random. We
That
didn't
was
know about.
crazy. We got together some years later, and when we were talking, we said, I went to that kindergarten. Oh no, oh my god, I went to that kindergarten too. So that was pretty weird and and really amazing. So it's true, we are friends since we got 4 years old. So
Yeah,
thank you, my friend, and let's see us when you get here in Mexico.
yeah, it was well, it was really fun, and I feel so excited about being on this congress and what you are doing. It's so powerful, and let's see for the rest of the speakers. It's gonna be great. Just guys, just don't lose all the lives for Inside Masters, and we still have a few more. You're gonna blow your mind.
For sure, my friend.
Bueno,
Ok, invitadísimo a que contestes cosas. Ahí está el grupo. Cualquier cosa que necesiten también de Bruno, él está aquí para ustedes. Escríbanle, síganlo. El amigo, may the marketing be with you always. See you next time.
thank you. Gracias, señor.
Okay, my dear friends, no, esperen. These were, no, tampoco. X, fue la primera charla en inglés. Tengo que seguir practicando mi inglés. Chicos, la verdad es que todo esto es un reto, o sea, el sentirnos incómodos escuchando algo, sentirme incómodo tratando de hablar inglés, es un reto y estos retos nos hacen crecer. Así que totalmente invitados a que se sintieron incómodos, si se salieron de la charla simplemente porque dijeron no entiendo nada, adiós, justo ese es el problema y hay que atacarlo, ¿no? Entonces, si se sintieron incómodos con esta charla, agarren sus series, agarren películas, estudien, o sea, crezcan desde el punto donde necesitamos conectarnos globalmente. Ya no basta con estar simplemente entre amigos aquí en México, en Perú y demás. Vamos más allá, vamos a ver qué más podemos lograr. Seguimos con conferencias, ahorita vamos a un descanso, los veo de regreso con, ahorita les digo, déjenme les digo, porque aquí tuve un problema, estuve a punto de no regresar porque se trabó mi computadora, dijo, no, ya no quiero trabajar, pero tiene que trabajar la desgraciada. Y bueno, regresamos con David López en punto de las 4:10 de la tarde. Ok, entonces nos estamos viendo, amigos. Que el marketing los acompañe y nos vemos la siguiente conferencia. Gracias a ustedes.